What's going on YouTube? This your boy Melvin Taylor Tuma coming at you with your Love and Hip Hop Season 2 Episode 2 review. Let's go ahead and get on into the review because you know I got a lot to talk about by this episode. Okay, last episode we started off, Mimi was in the bed with Stevie J. We started off the next episode, guess what? Jocelyn in the bed with Stevie J. Y'all need to get y'allself checked, man. Y'all are playing like duck, goose, goose, a hot pocket. I don't know. I just hope somebody protect themselves and using something to checking themselves. Because if not, y'all gonna catch some Ajax can't remove. And y'all gonna be, it's gonna be stinging, bro. It's gonna be stinging, you know. So basically, they end up there and they're just arguing because Jocelyn wants to be a bigger star and she's not doing this. And Stevie J is basically saying, I've been getting this done for the past 11 months, and they just arguing. Finally, Jocelyn leaves, and she said, Stevie J said something about go cook, and he cook, and Jocelyn says, you know, go have Molly the maid cook. And he's talking about Mimi, which I talked about last episode. She's still calling. That was too funny, Molly the maid. Love Mimi, but that was funny about Jocelyn. All right, next we move on. If you notice why I'm looking now, I'm taking notes because there's so much on this episode. I have to keep notes. All right, next up was Scrappy and Erica. Okay, basically they're talking about how they're trying to talk about how, you know, Scrappy's mom is not supporting the relationship. You know, she really wants, Mama D really wants Scrappy to be with Shay, and how Erica's mom is just like, you know, okay, is there really going to be a wedding? And they're just trying to, you know, get to a level of hopefully having their parents support each other. And Erica actually wants Scrappy to go talk to her mom about the relationship, and he agrees to talk to her mom about the relationship. And that's how that goes. So moving on to the next scene. Next scene is the introduction of Hot 107.9 DJ Tracy Steele. Basically, she's a hot DJ in Atlanta, and basically, she had a 6-year-old son with Chris Brown DJ. I don't know dude's name, just being real. I just know he's Chris Brown DJ. That's probably what everybody gonna end up calling from now on, Chris Brown DJ. But apparently they have some kind of son, and they end up getting arguing because of the fact basically they broke up because he cheated, and basically from what she's saying, you know, dude just have a different flavor for every chick of the week. Every minute, bro, like Stevie J. Hope you get yourself checked, because if not, you're gonna catch some AJ come move and you're gonna mess around. It's gonna be stinging, bro, and it ain't gonna be good. So they argue. She eventually leave. Moving on, we go to K Michelle and Mimi are at the boxing ring. Why pretty girls just love to punch things? Oh my goodness! I guess that's why they stay in shape so much and have them around their areas. So they're basically at the boxing rink, and Mimi's basically telling K Michelle why she moved into the house to stay close to her daughter Eve. K Michelle have some of the best sayings on Love Hip Hop. If she don't be on season 3, I'm really gonna miss her. Because last week she talked about, she was talking about how you gonna have somebody with the hot pocket thing. She came back, you know, she was saying, she told Mimi, you know, you trying to get what you trying to see there for your child, and you know that ain't gonna work. That's one of the stupid things in the world. And then Mimi said something about, you know, she you know, if she moves, you know, Stevie J gonna flip out, and K Michelle says that's what monkeys do. And I thought he was a rat, so I guess he's a rat monkey. Flip rap monkey, flip rap monkey. So basically that's all they do when they talk. Monkeys, she called that man a monkey. Okay, next we move on to Jocelyn and some chick named Dawn. I guess that's her booking agent. Right there, they started getting bored. I don't know what they were talking about. I really want to go to the kitchen and get some Cheerios or do something. And right when I was supposed to leave, excuse me, Jocelyn came in there, and Jocelyn said she got to sleep out the contract because she don't know what Stevie J know about. She said he might be about my breast, might be about my butt, might be about my nose, might be about my ear, might be about my cootie cat. You know, I mean, she started naming off to all like, oh my God, get your life, Jocelyn Hernandez. You woke me up, you woke me up, you woke me up. She woke me up because that scene was really getting kind of boring. Nigga said my cootie cat. All right, moving on. Now here we go to Mama D and Shay again. Do Mama D and Shay just got a segment on this show now? Because every time we see them, they together. They must. Is that gonna be the next spin-off, Mama D and Shay's Life Chronicles, or I don't know what it is. Mama D, I love Mama D because Mama D say stuff that just be off the wall, and you just be like, huh? That's why I think people love Mama D so much. She just say stuff like that. So her and Shay is talking about, she's talking about basically, I can't have the kingdom running amok, and people running amok, and people holding me hostage, and they gonna overthrow the king. When I'm hearing this, I'm thinking that I'm imagining some kind of psycho holding somebody hostage in a boiler room, like we on General Hospital, Young Arrest. This ain't no soap opera, but Mama D making it sound good. Boo, Mama D, I don't know what the devil you be talking about, but you, I like you. I like you. You're crazy cool. You're crazy cool. I like it. So they basically talk about, you know, she wants her and Scrappy to get back together, and they're conjugating to set up some kind of plan. So then we go back on to DJ Tracy Steele and Chris Brown DJ. I need to learn this dude's name. Oh, Drew. That's right. They said the guy's name was Drew. That's right. I just remember. So basically they come over and he wants her to eat with their son, and basically he wants her to invest in I think it was a shoe. Was it a shoe store? Yeah, I think it was a shoe store. Shoe store, clothes company, something. They want to invest in something, but she's got to go half in. She wants $25,000. He wants $25,000 from her, and they go half and half. But her biggest concern is she don't want him to be, because you know he is a sex addict. He got chicks for days, and check that bro, because you're gonna mess around and be stinking. So she just don't want him to be, you know, having shit, just hiring chicks and just have all these kids around. So basically they you know, eat, and they kind of, she kind of basically says, well, let me see, and we'll, you know, let me think about it, let me get like a game plan going, and we'll see about it. And that's how that scene is. So next we move on to Scrappy and Erica's mom. They talking. This scene was too doggone short. This was the first scene that was actually a real conversation scene, and it shows how ratchet Love and Hip Hop is, because that scene looked like it added 30 seconds ago. And so that's all I'm talking about, because but it was a good scene, because Erica's mom was saying, you know, I did things and I can't judge you. And that's the thing about it, we judge people too much, and I love that. And they held it in. I respect Erica's mom. I got real respect for her, for what she's overcome and what she's doing in her life. Next, move on to Jocelyn. She gets into it with Stevie J because she wants to see what Stevie J will have in the contract. And Stevie J basically says, I own you. And Jocelyn said, no, you don't own me. This ain't slavery time. I ain't gonna be picking cotton. I ain't gonna be calling them you. I ain't gonna be no house slave. This ain't slavery. And they argue, and she says, well, look here, you ain't getting paid until I see the contract. And she walks off. Next, we go to Mimi and K. Michelle. I think she's trying to get a house. And this is the scene where actually she tells Stevie J, Mimi talking some Stevie's gonna flip it after K. Michelle call him a monkey, a rat monkey. And then next we move on to Scrappy and Mama D. They in the studio talking, and you know, all this and that. Then Mama D talks, I don't know what the devil Mama D talks. She's talking about eye eat a lip, or a lip eat an eye, and the eye wink and the winky dink. I don't know what the rinky dink she was talking about, but that's why I love Mama D, because she's crazy, sexy, cool. Then Shay walk in with that come smash me blouse. Yeah, that blouse said come smash me. And so her and Scrappy have a little talk, and you know, she's saying that, you know, no matter what, I still love you, and I want you to be happy, and this kind of soap operation, yeah, it is what it is, and that's we ain't seen the last of that. That's gonna come to blows sometime later in the season. We already know from the previews. Next, Benzino, Stevie J's at Benzino house, and Benzino, I think, is a good friend of Stevie J, and he's just telling him right that Stevie J doesn't want to hear this. You gotta man up and pick one of the other. If you're gonna be with Mimi, be with Mimi. If you're gonna be with Jocelyn, be with Jocelyn. And that's all Benzino was trying to tell him. So Benzino was trying to actually be a good friend of Stevie J, but he just don't want to hear it. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. You can't eat the cake, Stevie J. You can't eat the steak. Cakes, you know. You might tell Jocelyn, eat the cake, Jocelyn. Eat the cake, Jocelyn. Eat the cake, Mimi. You can't do that. You gotta pick one. If not, let them both go. So Benzino was being a good friend. And the last thing of the day is Stevie J goes to buy Mimi some roses, and you know, Stevie J like, Mimi, what you want from me? And Mimi says, you know what, I just don't think I, you know, want to be here, and I'm gonna leave. And basically he starts picking rose petals. She loves me not, she loves me, you love me when I was outside and have money. And Mimi's like, you know, I loved you when you didn't have money, which she is correct, because you know, Mimi got some dollars in the bank. You know, Mimi ain't was one of them chicks leaving off Stevie J. She got some money in the bank. You know, she's balling. And so basically she tells him, you know, I'm going to leave. And then Stevie J said, this tricked me out. Stevie J said, I need the okay to place to see if my daughter's good enough for you. That's a mother. How you going to say that to do? So finally Mimi leaves, and Stevie J get ready to leave. And the whole crew got a hold of Monkey and frat Monkey back, and they holding them back, and you know, it's just craziness. And basically that's how the episode leaves with Mimi walking out. This show is just so ratchet. It's just so ratchet. And I love it. 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 I'll be back next week with your next review. Yo, love you guys. Peace out. Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta Season 2, Monday night. Check it out. Yo, I'm out.